I can never just keep a truck together and finish a project. Between my mind being all jumbled and life always happening and stuff, the crew cab's coming all apart and things are changing. We're gonna go through that today. Now try to follow me on this one. We're gonna go through a little thing in my mind. Put the crew cab all up for sale, try to sell it, but I might have just sold the big block out of it, so that's got to come out. And then I kind of really don't want to get rid of the crew cab, and because of the way things changed in my life, might be able to keep it. I don't know if it will be coming with me or be out at the farm again, but it should be staying with me at least. So big block to come out. So, and things have changed with other motors. So here's what's gonna go with this. Let's hop into the other garage and try to follow along with my mind. So now we're gonna jump over to the Suburban, because here's where the changes kind of help happen. If you remember, that engine came out of the Suburban, and that one was gonna go into the Suburban with those heads. But the engine in this actually ended up being nicer than we thought. So we're gonna actually keep that one and just put the Vortec heads on it, and it's gonna go back in here. So that leaves that block. Now if we go back here, it's kind of dark, but there's the Beaumont engine. The Beaumont engine is planned for the Vega. And then that engine actually has a crack in the block, but it has heads that are done up for propane. And a nice cam, so I might keep the cam too. But, so I have good block, bad block, heads. So I'm thinking put those heads on here. Then the crew cab can go on propane and be run for super cheap because I have a propane system. Now, tranny wise, because I don't have the time or the resources right now or anything to do the manual conversion, I would need an automatic. And I talked to the wife and she's okay, since Suburban's probably gonna go into storage at the farm too, and we can find other stuff by then. She's okay with me taking the 4L80 and putting it in the crew cab. So I'm not sure exactly kind of how that will work with a few things, but I have a functional tranny, T-case, and just got to put it together. But motor for the crew cab, propane, and overdrive. It should be super cheap to run that. I used to run a different crew cab of mine. You've probably seen pictures of it in previous videos. I think it was white. I'll probably post a picture now anyways. That one was an 82 one-ton crew cab long box. It was two-wheel drive, just like the other one started out as. But yeah, and at the time, gas went from like 99.9 a liter or 89.9 a liter, somewhere around there, to like $1.39 a liter, and everybody was freaking out. I was paying $55.9 for propane and getting like 20 miles per gallon with it in a one-ton truck. It cost me less to run that than pretty much a Prius. Right now here, gas is like $189.9. It cost me over $200 to fill up the Avalanche yesterday, before gas jumped up like another 10 cents. So yeah, gas is getting ridiculous, and where I might be moving to, gas is even more. I think it's like $2.26 or $2.28 or something right now, is what I was told, per liter. So yeah, and last I checked here, currently propane is like 92 cents. So might be going that route. It's a little harder to work with, fewer places deal with it. Got to run certain tanks. There's kind of a certification thing, so it's tricky to get going, but once you get going, it's kind of like buying a house. It's really hard to buy a house, but once you buy a house, it's easy compared to renting. So kind of the same thing with propane. It's hard to convert to propane, but once you get to propane, it's cheaper. People just don't like because you can't just carry a jerry can and stuff like that, and it's cold and people worry about blowing up. But propane has, like, technology has come a long way, and tanks for propane don't just blow up anymore. Even if they're shot or get in a fire or whatnot, they don't just blow up. So it's a safe system now if you have it updated, which I will. So yeah, that's the plan for now. If I ever get around to it, I'm moving first. I don't know if here or 13 hours from here or what. I don't know if I'll have a garage or somewhere outside I can even take the truck to work on it. Everything might be just going to storage. So I got to get the big block out of that, and then I got to put this, and I think just so there's a tranny holding it up, the SM465 out of the crew cab on this, and then we'll put it in the Suburban, put the front clip on there with the good fenders, the new hood, all that crap. And I'd like to put my blocks in the rear so it sits kind of level, and then the blocks are stored so I don't lose them. Fill the back of this thing up with all the other engines and other parts, take it out to the farm. Probably have to put it on the 38s if I don't sell them, just so I got somewhere to store them. And they're already cracked, so I'm not worried about them soon they're getting cracked. And then yeah, put the small block in with the 4L80 into the crew cab and get that at least set in there. And then probably put all the parts for the crew cab in the crew cab. All this other crap get rid of, or stuff I do want to keep, put in the Suburban or the crew cab if it goes out there, or other places at the farm. I have other vehicles I can put stuff in. Which sucks is when I originally had to put everything out there, when my mom sold her acreage like 6 years ago, all the vehicles out there were packed. The Avalanche was actually out there. I didn't even have it on the road. The Dually was out there. All the vehicles were packed, and I spent the years slowly bringing stuff back and either getting rid of it or putting it actually on trucks. Like if you remember from previous videos, the Pathfinder had a big pile of axles in the back of it. It doesn't have any anymore. 2 of them are under this, and 2 of them are under the crew cab. So, and then the other one is junked, but it was junk to begin with. So yeah, I've worked at getting everything down. There's only a little bit in the Wrangler. There's only a little bit in Dad's truck. There's only a little bit in the back of Dad's truck in that cab I got back there. And now it's cramming everything back in. The Nissan was empty. Now it's full of all the tow truck equipment. I just hauled that out there last weekend. So probably be filling everything back up again. But it is what it is. So that's the plan if I get to work on any of it. I mean, I will have to put stuff together. I don't know if we'll be filming any of it. I don't know. I'm at a point in my life again where I have no idea where life is going. I'm kind of upset at that because I was at a point where I didn't know where life was going. My grandfather's company went under. I was jobless, pretty much homeless almost. Lost almost everything. And slowly rebuilt, but I played it safe. I didn't take any gambles. I kept the stable job, and now that's not going well. So, and I don't really have any safe options now again. So I got to take a gamble on something. So I have no idea where things are going. There might not be a frick garage for a while or ever, or I might get a garage right away and things might be going good. And yeah, so who knows? We're going to swap the diffs too, since the Dana 44 in the crew cab is blown up and is more likely to be on the road before this. 10 bolt in this is going in that, and the Dana 44 in that is going in this. So I hope everyone was able to follow along okay with that. Made sense in my head. Most of the time it does. And then I say it to people and they're like, what? So hopefully that all makes sense. And yeah. Well, back apart again. At least it was easy. Nothing was greasy. And all the bolts were fresh. And because I still haven't found all of them, there was like half of them in it. So it took me an hour to get it to where it is now, pretty much. So I got the motor mount bolts, and then got to set up the hoist, and it's ready to pull. And the tricky part is I got to get it around the truck. I still haven't done my scrap run because my brother has my scrap trailer, so all my scrap is here. Not the ladder or the jerry can, obviously, but all my scrap is here in the way, so I got to move all this over here, and then move the engine over here, and then move all that back over here, and put the truck in, and then try to squeeze the engine hoist around. Or I might pull the truck all the way out, pull the engine hoist around. I'm not sure. Actually, that way might be easier because I don't have to move any of this. Just move the truck all the way out, push the hoist out, and then I can put it in here until it is for sure sold. Guy said he wants it, and we worked out a price, but after I said, yeah, I'll accept that price, he hasn't responded to me. Now, I'm not just pulling out for him. I like the propane plan on this thing, and I got a few people interested in this. They just weren't happy that it was in a truck. So I plan to pull it out anyways, and then once it's out, I'll message all those guys again, see if they're interested. I might make a new for sale post that doesn't say it's in the truck and go from there or something. And if I don't sell it, I'm not too upset. I can use that for a later project, but I'm really liking the idea of this having a small block on propane, especially with gas prices right now. And then I can actually drive this thing, and I don't have to worry about breaking in a cam. But if it does sell, great, because then I can use some of those funds to put this back together. If not, I think I have everything for the most part to get this thing going, other than like a few fluids. Well, the engine's back out. That took a whole 2 seconds. Forgot that I had to take the wheel off to lower the truck enough. Now that it's out and I want to try to get it out in the alley and across to the other bay, now it's raining. So that's excellent. And I can't take it off of this hoist at the moment because it's maxed out. And I don't have a stand to put it on. I may have to take that crane and just set that one down or dangle it for now. Put it on there. I'd prefer not to because it's the big block. I might have to steal that one, put that on the crane, put it on there for now so I can get it off the hoist. I don't know. Or just leave it on the hoist till it sells, load it in the box of somebody's truck. That might work too. There, free stand. It's available now, and that's safe, right? We'll just leave it like that. So now that I got this all rearranged, and the engine and hoist are right by the door there, as you can see, now it's sunny again. So just when I needed to get around with the engine, pouring rain. But now I don't need to. Sunny. I swear we're living in a simulation. Yeah, just got a little bit more to clean up in here and stuff, and then truck can come back in. And we're done. And hopefully somebody will come by that and pick it up. So truck's all back in the garage, blocked off so it doesn't roll. I'm just sitting here in a chair, taking a break, admiring my my work of reversing everything I did over the last few months. And I'm sitting here talking on the phone with my brother, and I happened to just notice something while looking at this. My door pin is out and like not in the bottom. You can't see it in here because the camera, but yeah, it's not in the bottom, and instead of straight down like this, it's over like this. So that might be why my door's not perfectly aligned. I mean, it's not horrible, but so yeah, maybe I'll fiddle with that a little bit.